Death Stranding made its appearance once again at the Tokyo Game Show 2018. Suffice to say, people were excited. Very, very excited. And so for our countdown of things you won't believe, you top 20 things, you 10 things you could have missed or wouldn't have missed if you paid attention to the things you missed. Hideo Kojima. Suave, sophisticated, sexy, or batshit crazy. Frankly, I haven't the foggiest, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about his new trailer, and I can't wait to get stuck in. So let's get on with it before we all queue up at the Kojima Productions booth and buy a lot of merchandise that we never knew that we didn't actually want in the first place. We open with BFF Norman Reedus walking along this path, and if we look very closely, we can work out exactly whereabouts he is. Now, I'm not going to use red arrows or even red circles. No. We're going to go for purple hexagons. That's far more the thing. Breaking with tradition and defying convention. It's so Kojima. Anyway, I first thought it was Kent, but then of course it wasn't. No, it's New Harbour, and only an idiot would think otherwise. As for those cables in the background, it's obviously licorice whips. Kojima is very fond of a sherbet fountain and partial to a dib-dab.
Well, shit.
That's a naughty word.
I had a special surprise prepped and everything.
Now, here we have the first evidence that a BFF Norman Reedus is actually a Deliveroo agent, and the Bridges is actually the Bridges restaurant, which is located in Vancouver, and here's its menu. All looks rather delicious, but on one of the menus you will notice something that says the boss's favourite. Oh yes, check and mate, Mr. Kojima.
But it looks to me like your hands are full.
And here we have the pretender to the BFF throne, Troy Baker. And frankly, it should be obvious to everyone at this point that Death Stranding is actually a He-Man reboot, with Troy so obviously playing Skeletor, and I think you'll find that that looks a little bit like Skeletor and Staff, Exhibit A, and Exhibit Sexy Frank Langella B.
It's no biggie. You can always tweak the
Sexy Exhibit C.
rules a bit.
Now, at this point, Skeletor goes for some treacle in order to put some in his coffee, and you really must try it. It's absolutely delicious. Just a teaspoon, mind. Just a teaspoon. But, wouldn't you know it, he gets attacked by the treacle people. One of them is actually portrayed by Kojima. Let's just say this one. Why not? And this one is actually Angela Lansbury, who, of course, starred in that famous television programme, Murder, She, Ra. And perhaps more famously, Pepper Potts in Disney's The Little Mermaid. Exceptionally sexy Exhibit D. And voila! Skeletor's battle cat, Panther. Now, in order to get that, you need one lion, add soot, then you have the black lion, add a pinch of symbiote, and because it's Kojima, you just cram a body on its face.
All you gotta do to make it out alive is not get eaten. Sound like fun?
Now, I know you can't see the body yet, but you just have to... Oh, Skeletor's gone, he's off. He's back to Eternia. There it is. Bum. Well, there it is. I'm sure you understand that as much as the next person. It's the story of a Deliveroo man trying to deliver in Vancouver, and before he's thwarted by Skeletor. Anyway, here are some babies in jars. Ooh, and don't forget to smash that like button and get that bell icon ringing. Thank you. Back to the babies. Absolutely revolting.